Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. The next 10 minutes are inspired by a dumbbell set and a log. I hope you enjoy it. Welcome to the engine. When I was 14, I was on the wrestling team, and we decided as a team that we needed to get some weights. We needed to get some dumbbells. And Sears was having a sale, so I think it was like $20. We got 100 pounds worth of dumbbells. So 50 each hand. If you maxed it out, you got the actual bars for your hands. It was a good enough deal. And I was 14. I was like, yes, we're gonna get this. And we started using the dumbbells. And they were a bit of a pain. I had to store them in my locker, which was not that great, but they did the job. But I couldn't help but think about how I was going to get huge. Right? I was a big fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies when I was a little kid. He was this big hero guy. And my dad actually showed me Total Recall when I was like 9 or something. So not great. But there was also the film Twins with Danny DeVito and Schwarzenegger, and there's one scene when Arnold Schwarzenegger's arm is up and he's holding on to the handle in a car, and he flexes his bicep and it tears the shirt. And I remember seeing that thinking like, yes, that is what I want to become. So I got these dumbbells and I started lifting. Now, when I joined the wrestling team, I was 168 pounds. In about 2 weeks, I was 148, 149 pounds. So I didn't exactly gain weight. My biceps definitely did not get bigger. But I still had the dumbbells. And I schlepped the dumbbells around with me for a while, and then I finally got rid of them when I went off to college. They didn't really do anything for me, and I was kind of bummed out about that because I had spent this money and I wanted something for it. And I think a lot of people do that. They have aspirations. When they make a purchase, they're going to get value out of it. And I didn't really feel like I got the value out of the dumbbells. Even though they were only $20, it's not a big deal. But I think a lot of people go through this, especially with gym memberships. People buy cheap gym memberships like 24-Hour Fitness. I have a friend who has a lifetime membership to 24-Hour Fitness. I think he had to pay $700 up front, and it's like $5 a year for the rest of his life to go to 24-Hour Fitness. And I mean, that seems like a pretty good value. But how many times does he go? And can he even go now? I mean, like, does he get a discount on his $5 a year now that gyms are closed? And what if he's not in an area that has a 24-Hour Fitness? I think you have to be able to drive 30 minutes to get to the gym before, and if you live farther than that, then they'll let you out of the contract. But like how much value is he getting for that? And I've been thinking about that a lot, especially with the lockdown and difficulties with employment and just worldwide. I'm trying to be very, very cautious. So the concept of value and the money I'm spending for things is really coming into sharp contrast. And the more I've been going through this experience with being locked at home and looking at the things that I have in my life, the more it has become very, very clear that people frequently substitute purchasing something for having something. And okay, this is what I mean. When I purchased the dumbbells, I thought I would have some specific result. Okay, like the dumbbells represented biceps or bigger muscles or whatever it is. The dumbbells were nothing, by the way. Like, maybe they made me a little bit stronger, but they didn't actually usher in some great, stage of my life where I'm super, super strong. Okay. And I think most people are doing that. I have friends that are building weight cages in their garages. I have friends that are buying, jump ropes and all of these other things because they think that the jump rope is the same, buying the jump rope is the same as having good cardio or building the weight set or weight cage is the same as having like a really, really good squat, max out. And I was thinking about this today as I was working out, because again, I don't have dumbbells. I do have a jump rope. I have a weight vest, and in my backyard I have these big log rounds. So when we moved into the house, we had these giant Monterey pines in our backyard, and they were cool and all, but they drop pine cones the size of your head, right? And they drop them from like 40, 50 feet in the air. So if one of those suckers hit you, it'd be a really, really bad day. We had to get the trees, we had two of them, we had to get the trees cut down. And we asked that they save us some log rounds that we could sit on. So at the base of the tree, there's pretty big rounds. They saved us a few that I think are like 2 feet high. And they're really heavy to move around. But we have them in our backyard, and we've had them for years now. And as of late, what I've been doing is part of my weight circuit, my exercise circuit that I'm doing in my backyard, because I can't go do anything else, is having my weight vest on and picking up a log round and holding it on my chest like a bear hug, and walking around my backyard 5 times. Now, when I get to the end of the 5th lap around my backyard, my arms are like numb, holding on to this thing as tight as I can. My back is killing me. My legs, my glutes, everything is screaming because, again, I'm walking like a duck because I got this giant, log that I'm holding on to. Plus, I have a 50-pound weight vest on, so it's hard walking around anyway. And I set it down. And I think about the dumbbells and the expectation I had when I purchased them. And I also think about the log in comparison. And what I have with the log is so much of what I wanted when I bought the dumbbells. When I bought the dumbbells, I thought I would have strength. I thought I would have ability. I thought I would have just a better physical everything. But I didn't have any of that. What I have with the log, I didn't purchase. We just saved some wood that was going to be thrown away. What I have with the log is physical ability. When I got done with it this morning, I could barely walk around. I do multiple sets of this as well as other workouts, all centered around these logs. And what I end up having with that is so much more than what I ever bought with the dumbbells. Because no matter what you have in your life, no matter what tools you have, no matter what friends you have, no matter what anything you have in your life, none of it means anything unless you engage with it. It's the same for the gym membership. People buy gym memberships. That doesn't mean they have good gym experiences. Just because you have the membership doesn't mean you have regular usage. It's not like you're going there every day for 1, 2, or 3 hours and really hammering it. And people very frequently see individuals who are committed to going to the gym and they say, I want to have that, so they buy a gym membership. But then they don't have any of the success at the gym. Because again, you're confusing buying something with having something. And the more I've been thinking about these logs, the more I've been examining other aspects of my life, the things I'm purchasing, the things I'm spending time focusing on, the things I want to actually have, and how I'm going about having those. And at the very least, the logs and the dumbbells have reminded me that it's not about having anything. It's about you. It's about who you are. It's about what you're willing to give up to have something. And giving up something is rarely money. You can give up money and have a car, fine. That doesn't mean you have the ability to drive the car, you have fun in the car, you have friends to drive around in the car. You can physically have the car, but that's not what a car represents. A car represents freedom. It represents transportation. It represents family trips. It represents trips to in and out. You're not going to have those things just because you bought a car. And I think we all want to have things right now. Specifically, we want to have engagement with people. We want to have fitness. We want to have happiness. And if anything should be clear at this point, it's that you can't buy these things. You have to go out and make them happen. You have to make engagement happen. You have to make happiness happen. Because if you don't, you're going to get about as much fitness as I got with the dumbbells. So go out. Find your log. Pick it up and walk around your yard. You'll have something when you're done with that. I'm Matt Todd, and this is the engine that drives me. Go out and crush it.